Students, in the previous class we discussed about section 80D, 80DD and 80DDB. Next topic, in the first chapter, deductions under section 80G and 80GG. This is section 3. In this session, we have already included section 80G. Under that, no limited donations deductible at 100%. Second one, no limited donations deductible at 50%. Third one, with the limited donation deductible at 100%. With the limited donations deductible at 50%. And sixth one, 80GG section. This last was donations eligible under section 80GG. The main objective of unit is to make students to understand legal requirement for a deduction under section 80G with or without limit, to know the amount available for a deduction under section 80G and 80GG. Now, first one, 80G. Many of us at some point in our lives have contemplated giving to charity and doing our bit for society. It is a commendable thing to donate to a cause that you sincerely believe in and make a difference. Given the nobility of this gesture, the government extends its full support towards charitable services. Section 80G of the Indian Income Tax Act allows you tax deduction on donations made to any charitable organization. Contributions made to certain relief funds and charitable institutions can be claimed as deduction under section 80G of the Income Tax Act. All donations, however, are not eligible for deductions under section 80G. Only donations made to prescribed funds qualify as a deduction. This deduction can be claimed by any taxpayer, individual, company, firm, or any other person. Assessee are entitled to deduction in respect of donation for the purpose of deductions. Now, all donations are classified into 4 categories. First category, no limit donation deductible at 100%. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮಗೆ 80G ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಲಿಮಿಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. 1 ಕೋಟಿಯವರೆಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, ನೋ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಡೊನೇಷನ್, ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಡಿಡಕ್ಟೇಬಲ್ at 50%. Third one, with the limitations is the donation deductible at 100%. With the limited donations deductible at 50%. Qualifying amount of donations with the limit donations shall not exceed 10% of the adjusted total income. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ಗಿಂತ ಈ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ 10%ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. Adjusted total income ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? The adjusted total income for this purpose is the gross total income minus long-term capital gain minus short-term capital gain from the transfer of equity shares or equity-oriented funds minus income accessible under section 115A, 115AB, 115AC and 115AD less all deductions under section 80C to 80U except 80G. Now, ನೋ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ 80G ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ದ ನೋ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಎಟ್ 100%. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನೇಷನಲ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಹೆಸರು ಬಂದ್ರೆಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೂ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ನೀವು ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಕೆಳಗಿನ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 25 ಐಟಮ್ಸ್, ನಾನು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಓದ್ತೇನೆ. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು 80G ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫುಲ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ನೇಷನಲ್ ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಸೆಟಪ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ನೇಷನಲ್ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಫಂಡ್, ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ನೇಷನಲ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಲ್ ಹಾರ್ಮನಿ, ಅನ್ ಅಪ್ರೂವ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ನೇಷನಲ್ ಎಮಿನೆನ್ಸ್, ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಸಾಕ್ಷರತಾ ಸಮಿತಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಎನಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ chairman of the collector of the district. Next, fund set up by a state government for medical relief to the poor. Next, National Illness Assistance Fund, no limited kuda. National Blood Transfusion Council or to any state blood transfusion council. National Trust for Welfare of Persons with Autism. cerebral palsy, mental retardation, and multiple disabilities. National Sports Fund, National Cultural Fund, Fund for Technology Development and Application, National Children's Fund, Chief Minister's Relief Fund, the Army Central Welfare Fund, Indian Naval Benevolent Fund, or the Air Force Central Welfare Fund, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Cyclones Relief Fund 1996. Next, without limit, Maharashtra Chief Minister's Relief Fund during the October 1st, 1993 and October 6, 1993. Chief Minister's Earthquake Relief Fund Maharashtra. Any fund set up by the state government of Gujarat exclusively for providing relief to the victims of earthquake in Gujarat. Any trust, institution or fund to which Section 80G applies for providing relief to the victims of the earthquake in Gujarat. Contribution made during January 26, 2001 and September 30, 2001. Prime Minister's Armenia Earthquake Relief Fund. Africa Public Contributions Fund. Swachh Bharat Kosh applicable from the financial year 14-15. Clean Ganga Fund applicable from financial year 2014-15. National Fund for Control of Drug Abuse applicable from financial year 15-16. This is recorded without limit. Now, no limit. Donations deductible at 50%. Jawaharlal 50%. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ 50% ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಈ 4 ಐಟಮಿಗೆ. ಜವಾಹರ್ಲಾಲ್ ನೆಹರು ಮೆಮೋರಿಯಲ್ ಫಂಡ್, ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಫಂಡ್, ಇಂದಿರಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಮೆಮೋರಿಯಲ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್, ರಾಜೀವ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ಸ್. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸುಲಭ. ಜವಾಹರ್ಲಾಲ್ ನೆಹರು, ಇಂದಿರಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ, ರಾಜೀವ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ, ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಫಂಡ್. ನಾವು ವಿತ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್, ಇಷ್ಟವರೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ವಿದೌಟ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ 80G ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. With limited donations deductible at 100% are the donations to, first one, donation to the government or any approved local authority, institution or association to be utilized for the purpose of promoting family planning. Donation by a company to the Indian Olympic Association or to any other notified association or institution established in India for the development of infrastructure for sports, games in India or the sponsorship of sports and games in India. Now, with the limited donation deductible at 50% are the donation to, first one, any other fund or any institution which satisfy the conditions mentioned in Section 80G5, government or any local authority to be utilized for any charitable purpose other than the purpose of promoting family planning, any authority constituted in India for the purpose of dealing with and satisfying the need for housing, accommodation or for the purpose of planning, development or improvement of cities, towns, villages or both. Any corporation referred to in Section 10, subsection 26BB for promoting the interest of the minority community, for repairs or renovation of any notified temple, mosque, gurudwar, church or other places. Donation exceeding, donation exceeding 2,000 should be paid through banking channel. Donation given in kind or to individuals or particular community or religion does not qualify for deduction. Now, Section 80GG, deduction for rent paid. Usually, house rent allowance forms part of your salary and you can claim deduction for HRA. If you do not receive HRA from your employer and make payment towards rent for any furnished or unfurnished accommodation occupied by you for your own residence, you can claim deduction under Section 80GG towards rent that you pay. Here are few conditions that must be fulfilled. You are self-employed or salaried employed. So HRA ಸಿಗದವರಿಗೆ, ಮನೆಗೆ ರೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದವರಿಗೆ ಈ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 80GG ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, you have not received HRA at any time during the year for which you are claiming 80GG. HRA component should not form part of your salary to claim 80GG. HRA ಸಿಗುವವರಿಗೆ 80GG ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. You assessee or assessee's wives or assessee's minor child or HF of which member ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, do not own any residential accommodation at the place. ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 80GG ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡುವವರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಂತ ಮನೆ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು, ಅವನಿಗಿರಬಾರ್ದು, ಅವನ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು, ಅವನ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. At the place where you currently reside, perform duties of the office or employment or carry on business or profession. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಮಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಮನೆ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಮನೆ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಿಸ್ಸಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಮನೆ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು, ಇದ್ರೆ ATGG ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆ ಬಾಡಿಗೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ATGG ಅನ್ನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಯು ಓನ್ ಎನಿ ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ at any place for which your income from house property is calculated under the applicable sections, self-acquired property, no deduction under section 80GG is allowed. Okay, deduction ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ? List of the following ನೋಡಬೇಕು. 1, 2, 3 very important. First one, excess of rent paid over 10% of adjusted total income. First you should calculate the adjusted total income. After that, calculate what is the 10% of the adjusted total income and deduct from the rent paid, that difference. Second one, 25% of the total income. Third one, 5,000 per month. Now question arises, what is the adjusted total income? Adjusted total income for this purpose means after adding income from salary, income from house property, income from business, capital gain, income from other sources, we will be able to get gross total income. From that gross total income, you should deduct long-term capital gain taxable under section 112, short-term capital gain taxable under section 111A, less all the deductions commencing from ATC to ATU except ATGG. This is regarding the ATG and ATGG. Here some of the 5 questions are given. First one is, National Defence Fund is eligible. There are 4 kinds of donation: without limit, with the limit, without a limit, 100% and also 50%. Here question is, National Defence Fund is eligible deduction under section 80G 100%. National important, national word banda kuda nanu whatever amount invest in that fund is eligible for deduction. Rajiv Gandhi Foundation donation is eligible for, obviously ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಇಂದಿರಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ, ನೆಹರು, ರಾಜೀವ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಎಲ್ಲ 50% ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ 50% ಡೊನೇಷನ್. ATGG is applicable to those who are having independent house, ಮನೆ ಸಿಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. Those who are receiving HRA ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. Not receiving HRA is the correct answer. Those who are having staff quarters, wrong answer. Not receiving HRA is the correct answer. Another section 80, donation is applicable to ATG. Donation ಬರುವುದರ ATG ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Any donation made in cash exceeding dash will not be allowed as deduction under section 80G. 2000 ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನೀವು ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಚೆಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಶಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು for patience.